Hi guys, Dr. Weiner here. I just wanted to take a second to talk with you about a technique that I've been using a lot more recently in my work and also myself to lower stress levels. And I find it's incredibly helpful, uses the breath, and it's something very easy to pull out, very easy to try. We'll in fact do it in this video. What it is it's combining uh, some diaphragmatic breathing, so deep breathing, with a very simple tracing of your hand with your finger. And the technique is called 5 finger breathing or take 5, depending on where you learn about it. So, first, let's talk about the breathing. When you do deep breathing, what you want to do is breathe in through your nose and all the way down to, it should feel like you're inflating a balloon behind your belly button. A good way to test if you're doing it right, take your hand, put it on your belly button, and then as you breathe in, it should push your hand out. A good way to practice this is to lay down. If you're not sure if you're doing it right, your hand should raise up. Shouldn't see too much lifting in your shoulder area if you're doing it right. And then when you breathe out, you release that out through your mouth. So in through your nose, inflate that balloon behind your belly button, wait just a sec, and then let that back out through your mouth. And that is a true deep or diaphragmatic breath. That in and of itself can be great for de-escalating your nervous system if you do that for 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. That said, it's particularly effective if you combine it with this sensory technique where you're tracing up and down on your hand. This is something that's known as a grounding technique. It really brings you present into the moment and can be fantastic for lowering that feeling of activation you have if you're really stressed out. So all you're going to do this is you take your first finger, put in the middle of your hand, and then as you breathe in, you trace down to the end of your finger. And then as you let the breath out, you then trace back to the middle. And then you go up the second finger and then down it again. Got the camera not working quite right there. Get my face blocked. And then the third, and then the fourth, and then the fifth. And when you release the breath, I like to think the word release as I let it out. So you are feeling the breath go in, you're feeling the finger trace, and then you're thinking release as you let that breath out. Really try to sink in to the breath. And you can do that for one hand, which can be nice. You can also do it for two hands. So trace up and down one, and then starting with the pinky on the second finger, trace down back to the thumb of the second hand for 10 fingers total, assuming you have all your fingers. So let's give this a try. See how you feel. So to give this a go, all you're going to do is just get comfortable in your chair, lean back or on the couch or wherever you are. Bed can be fine too, but sometimes holding up your arm can be a little more awkward that way. And go ahead and take one hand. I'm going to start with my left and trace with my right. Put your index finger in the middle, and go ahead and as I'll lead us through this, but breathe in again through your nose, down into your diaphragm, and then out through your mouth. And we'll just do 5 fingers right now. See how it feels. So, okay, go ahead, get comfy, take out your hand, and here we go. I'll do it with you. I'll hold up my hand. So we're gonna now breathe in. Trace to the top of the thumb. We're gonna wait just a second and now breathe out, release. Now trace to the top of your index finger. And then release on the way back out. Trace up to the top of your middle finger. Feel that sensation as you breathe in. And then release all the way back out. Now we're going to go up the fourth. Breathe in, nice and slow. And then release. Back out through your mouth again. And now up the pinky. Breathe in through your nose. And then release. Back out down to the center of your palm. And that's 5 finger breathing. It's all there is to it. It is truly super simple. Maybe you feel a little bit different even right now. Maybe you feel like you've calmed down if you were feeling tense, or release some stress along with those breaths. I find that particularly if you do it twice, so you do both hands, it makes a difference. And even just one sometimes can really calm you down if you're feeling stressed out, aggravated. It also disengages if you're on like a thought loop, kind of takes your mind out of that thought loop and puts you instead just very in the moment. This is a mindfulness technique as well, just very in the moment with that finger, with your breath, slowing yourself down. So hopefully this is a helpful video to you. Give this a try. Practice it a little bit. You might find that the more you do it, the more effective it gets. Again, I just speaking from my own personal experience, I know it's a great way to calm down if I'm feeling incredibly tense. And I've used it in sessions with my clients very frequently as well. If they're having a moment where they're getting really, really tense or really worked up, say like if we're doing trauma work. So thanks for taking the time to watch this, and I'll catch you guys for the next one.